Have you ever written an article in Newsweek magazine? If you have, beg, sit down, Joe. Go sit down for corner. If you haven't, listen to me, buddy. President Buhari of Nigeria just wrote an article for Newsweek magazine. Yes, I didn't know they still publish. You need to rush before it's taken down. I'm telling you, it is so explosive that enemies of Africa will take it down before you say, give me a break, Joe. Welcome to another edition of Urgent Care. This is where we treat matters too urgent to wait till tomorrow. I know what you are thinking now, that Buhari did not write any article for Newsweek, and that probably he did not even read it before it was published. My friend, I beg you, go and read the article for yourself. You'll be surprised. In the article, Buhari talked about the future of Nigeria, and indeed Africa, in the post-coronavirus world coming. Smart. It is fascinating look into Buhari's brain. No. I'm talking about the not the brain inside Buhari's head. I mean the brain behind Buhari. First of all, Buhari told the world, when he chose to write for Newsweek magazine instead of Newswatch magazine in Lagos, Newsweek in America, he was only interested in addressing the world, not us, poor Africans. So Buhari told the world that Nigeria is ready to do manufacturing for the world. Yes. He said that Nigeria has put in place, and I quote, the energy, infrastructure, and key natural resources needed to power and supply large-scale manufacturing facilities, quote unquote. Clap for the man. It's amazing. I bet you can smell the lies from 100 miles. You cannot power large-scale manufacturing with I better pass my neighbor generator or move products along this social Papa road to wharf, back and forth. No. Secondly, he said something else that made me feel that I must alert you. After boasting about our first private oil refinery, it wasn't him that started it. Anyway, an upcoming power plant. He said, and I quote, "And we can now move forward with road, rail, and power station construction, in part under our own resources, thanks to close to $1 billion of funds stolen from the people of Nigeria under a previous undemocratic junta in the 1990s that have now been returned to our country from the US, the UK, and Switzerland, quote unquote." I said, yeah. Wait. Let us unpack that paragraph full of lies. Buhari said that in part, we are moving on to building roads and rails and power stations with our own money. Where did this money come from? Was he talking about the money that his Attorney General, Mr. Malami, called Abacha's assets? Buhari said it was close to $1 billion stolen from the Nigerian people by a previous undemocratic junta in the 1990s. For some reasons, Buhari did not want to mention General Sani Abacha's name. Do you know why? Because he was involved in Abacha and involved with Abacha. Do you know the second reason why he didn't mention Abacha? Because Buhari once said that Abacha did not steal. We haven't forgotten, and he hasn't changed that position. He has not. So think about it. Before Buhari came into office, Nigeria has recovered over 3 billion of Abacha's loot. Where is the money? Nobody can tell us. Not Abdul Salami, not Obasanjo, not Yar'Adua, and not Jonathan. At least Yar'Adua has an excuse. He's not here anymore. Since Buhari came into office, we have received over $633 million of Abacha's loot. The first 322 million that came, Buhari said he used it to feed selected school children and to give 10,000 naira to selected traders in trader money scheme and to give 5,000 naira to selected poorest of the poor Nigerians. Yes. Is it the recent $311 million that we just received that he's referring to as the part of our money to be used to build roads and rails and power plants? Is it? What is $311 million to tens of billions that Buhari has been borrowing up and down? What is that? Today, it is from IMF. Tomorrow, it is from the World Bank. Next tomorrow is from the Chinese Bank of Modern Day Slavery, CBMDS. Wonderful bank, by the way. Anyway, a part of the essay slapped me back and forth. It is where he wrote, "We hold shared values in democracy, freedoms of speech, and religion with the Western world." Go tell that to the people of Southern Kaduna. Go tell that to the journalist Rotimi Jolayemi, arrested by your Minister for Information, Lai Mohammed, for reading a love poem he wrote for Lai Mohammed on radio. Go tell them. Values of democracy. If you are not a Nigerian, if you are an African, Buhari completely insulted you in the essay. He wrote, and I quote, "Africa is an opportunity for all and a threat to no one. There will be no African armies or aircraft carriers in the future roaming the sands of faraway lands or the straits of foreign seas. We do not seek to grow our manufacturing capabilities in order to grant ourselves a seat at the table of some new great geopolitical game, but merely to play our part as partners in development." Hey, yeah. Damn, what a shame. No interest in getting a seat at the table. I thought we wanted a permanent seat at the UN General Assembly. Africa is an opportunity for all and a threat to no one. Is that not the classic definition of a prostitute? Africa, who did this to us? Who did this to us? Now, dear President Muhammadu Buhari, if your dream for Africa did not extend to that point when Africa will be a world power with aircraft carriers, just keep it to yourself, please. African children are building drones. They are building aircrafts. They are building power plants. They are not just playing. They do not just want a place at the table. They want to shake the table. They want to build the new great table and invite others to join. Just so you know, the West will not love you because you told them that you are not ambitious. You can swear all you want that you don't have any interest in taking other people's land or their seas, but the world can see how your Fulani headsmen are daily taking other people's land, killing them and destroying their crops across West Africa. Or is it your Boko Haram in West Africa, your Al-Shabaab in East Africa, your Al-Qaeda in North Africa, or the Al-Shabaab in Mozambique and Southern Africa, all trying to circle Africa, your Africa, to build a caliphate? Oh yes, they can see it and they know where it will end. More importantly, the West will not respect you until you are powerful enough to earn their respect. Buhari, if you have no vision, please don't define the future of Africa for our children and our children's children. African children, they want to see the flag of African countries on the moon and on Mars and on planets yet unknown. In case you don't know it, those who went to the moon were not timid men and women. They first dreamt it, pronounced it, and walked towards it. Africa, who did this to us? Who did this to us? Hi, if you live in the US, UK, Canada, Italy, Ireland, or Spain, and you send money to Nigeria, to Ghana, to Kenya, to Tanzania, or Uganda, you should download SendWave on your phone. SendWave is safe, secure, reliable, fast, and more importantly, it is fee-free. Absolutely no fees. For your first transaction, use the promo code DOCTOR and SendWave will add $5 or €5 or £5 to the money you send. Dash! Just because you know Dr. Damilis. What are you waiting for? Here is how to do it.